So hey everyone, I hope my screen is visible to each and every one of you that is present in this session. So welcome to this demo session on CCNA certification. Guys, I am here, I am Sumit. Today I'll be exploring what is new in this certification that is game changer for you guys, for everyone that is in IT. So let's start the session with what is new, what is CCNA, how is it helpful for you and me and other people in the IT industry. So, guys, first of all, I would like to start from the name CCNA. So, guys, the name itself tells a lot of things. Guys, this is a certification, this is a syllabus made by Cisco, not you, not me, not anyone else. But by whom? But by Cisco. And you all must be aware of who is Cisco. Guys, Cisco is a MNC that is here in the market from very longer time, that is in the industry providing services to IT networks and other part in the world and different services. So guys, Cisco has produced a syllabus that will help network engineer to gain practical and theoretical knowledge both, that is used in the real industry. So what is in the CCNA? Let's do not waste our time and let's go and check what the things are here. So guys, as you can see here, this is the Cisco. This is a syllabus that I have downloaded from Cisco's website. You do not need to do anything, but you just need to know from where you will get the same PDF. Go on your browser, go on the Cisco's website. You will find a Cisco exam topic page like this. Even if you can type the same URL that is on the screen from the URL content page, okay, you can see there are multiple topics that Cisco has asked the candidate to be aware of, because these are the topics that are widely and importantly used in our current network. As guys, remember one thing, because of network only, you, me, and everyone are here getting learning the networking stuff for entertainment, for sharing data. What is happening in the today's 2025? We all are connected to each other. And how we are connected? With the help of one thing. That is what? Network. Okay. So CCNA, Cisco Certified Network Associate. This is the full form of CCNA. Okay, associate. And CCNA means Cisco Certified Network Associate, guys. This is the exam journey that will help you guys achieve about like what is networking, how you can enter in security, how you can like get a job in IT. So for that, either you can have experience, you should be having projects and other kind of things. But if you don't have that kind of things, then you need to have the certification or the knowledge. Okay. So in CCNA, you will be learning about what is network. Okay. Before starting anything, I would like to ask one thing. Guys, remember one thing. I'm just giving you a scenario. Let's suppose today is Sunday and it is actually Sunday here also. So let's suppose you do not have anything to do. You are at home and you have your phone. I have a question. How much time can you spend on your phone when there is internet on your phone? So multiple people will say 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 hours, maybe 24 hours. Isn't it true? Yes. Why? Because that phone is connected to the network. And what if I say things a little bit change? You have the same phone, same day, but you are not having internet on your phone. Now what will you do? How much time will you spend on your phone? So 2 minutes, 10 minutes, just scrolling my photos and other content that is already downloaded in my phone. And after that, you can't use your phone. Why? Your phone is there, your battery is there, everything is working fine, but you do not have internet. And internet is the need of everyone that is in earth in 2025. Everyone, even if like your ACs, your TVs, these are also the devices that have internet connectivity on themselves. So what is network? Network is nothing, just a medium, just a way that our devices, your computer, your TV, your ACs, your printer, these are the devices. If you want to share data between them, you just need to connect these devices in a common network. And after doing that, these devices that are connected in that network, they can share, data. They can share, they can do what? They can share data. They can communicate, guys. Guys, if you have any session, meanwhile I'm delivering, I would like you can ask on the comment section. We are here to resolve your problem. If you have any doubt, you can simply type on the comment section, and and meanwhile we'll be also focusing on solving your query. Okay, so let us continue. So in the CCNA sessions, you will be getting knowledge about network. In this diagram, I have just drawn a written network and a circle around it. But in real scenario, guys, you will be finding devices known as switches, router, firewalls, access point. These are the name of the devices, guys. Okay, switch, router, firewall, access point, multiple more devices. Okay, so do you need to know each and every device? Yes or no? It is also yes, it is also no. Why? Because as a network engineer, as in IT, I should be able to handle like if there is a problem that is related to IT, information technology, we are the one who are responsible for handling and solving those problems. There are multiple departments. For example, there are multiple departments in the organization. Those departments work collaboratively so that a company can work properly. That is how IT is also working, guys. So we are the one because of whom the network is working fine. So you guys will be working with the switches, routers, firewall, and access point. These are the devices that are used to build the network. And in our CCNA journey, guys, we will be focusing on giving you practical knowledge to handle these devices, not just theoretical. We will be teaching you the theoretical concept that will be 40% in the syllabus, and 60% of the syllabus will be what? Your practicals. Okay, that is the first thing that I would like to share with you. The next thing that will be focusing what you will be learning. So already you are aware that you will be learning about switches, firewall, access point. These are the things that Cisco want you to learn. Guys, remember, if Cisco want you to learn, that means these things are important. These are widely used in each and every enterprise. I'm not saying in a small enterprise, but yes, you will definitely find switches and router in each and every enterprise. And nowadays, firewall is much more demanding. Why? Guys, these devices, switches and router, are used to provide your network connectivity, but they are not providing you extreme security. What I'm talking about, security. To achieve security in your network, there's a device that is known as firewall. So there are like Cisco have their ASAs, we have Fortinet, we have Palo Alto, guys. These are the vendors that are high demanding in the industry. Okay, so let's go and see what is the content in the according to the Cisco's for the CCNA. So see here, let's go a little bit up. Let me just close the session. Yes. So guys, what Cisco has done? Cisco has distributed the whole CCNA into 6 sessions. See here, total 6 division of the whole syllabus. One is network fundamental. Second is network access, IP connectivity, IP service, security fundamental, and last but not the least, automation and programmability. Guys, things in 2025 is not manual. We are into automation, automating things. Manual cars are not the game. Automating car, or like for example, in your life you also want automation. Like if there's things that you need to do repeatedly, the same things that you have to do repeatedly, we have solved that problem using automation. So people in the industry don't want to lose their money by just doing hiring a person that is doing the same thing over and again, over and again. What will they do? They'll hire a bot that will do the same thing. Okay, doing this just the same thing. That is the thing about automation. So let's go and see what are the content inside network fundamental. So let's see. If you want to know about English, then you need to learn about alphabets, A, B, C, D, all the 26 alphabets that are there. Then you will learn about the tone. Then you will combine about the words. That's how you are good with English. Same thing happening here. To know about network, You need to be clear about the fundamental. What is network? If I ask you what is network, so according to you guys, what is network? According to me, the answer is simple. What is network? The answer is very simple, guys. When there are multiple devices, and these devices want to share data to each and everyone. Maybe they want to talk to only one person that is inside the network. Maybe they want to talk to everyone. Maybe they want to talk to multiple people at time. So these are the group of devices when they are connected to each other through a medium. So here I bought a switch. Guys, here I bought a switch. The diagrammatical representation of a switch looks like this. Yes, I'm bad with the diagrams, but no issues. I'll let you see the real switch. Like if you go on, just go to the Cisco's website, guys. See, just type Cisco 2960 model switch. Mostly popularly used switch. Yeah. Can you see that image, guys? Yes, this is the switch. So, guys, in the CCNA journey, you will be doing and configuring in this model only. Because we have a software that is known as Cisco Packet Tracer. Guys, you can see on my screen. This is a software that will be teaching you how to do the labs. We will be doing the labs here. We will be teaching you each and every content that is present on this sheet. This one sheet that is made by Cisco, not by even me. Each and every bit of the content that you will be getting here, see, network fundamental, then the IP connectivity, IP services, automation, each and every thing that is written here will be delivered to you by us. That is the guarantee. So what you are getting here is you are getting about network fundamental. What is network? What is client? What is servers? So first thing is what is network? When group of devices want to share data to each and every one of them, they need to get connected with they need to connect in a common medium. To do that, they need to get connected to a device that is known as switch. So when you need to form a single network, guys, with the help of a switch, we can form a single network. Yes, like if there are 100 companies, different companies, they want to build their own network, then the each company must be having their own switches and the end devices. And the end devices are what? Your computer A, your computer B, your computer C, your computer D. These are the end devices for whom the network is made. For you and me to share the data, that is why the network was built. So while I'm sharing the content over the internet, my data is traveling from the computer to any one of the switch in the way, from the switch that they are going to a router, from one router to another, from another to another. That is how the data is moving through the internet. And then when the destination is nearby to your location, then it is going from that router to the switch and to your location. There's a journey that we'll be teaching you. Focusing on the session, guys. So here is a network that was built using a single switch that is able to make a single network. My job is not to teach you theoretical. My job is to teach you how to configure this switch. Yes, configure. Like I'm using my computer. My computer is what? It's a hardware, guys. My computer is what? It's a hardware. Okay. Above it, we need to install our operating system. Isn't it true? You need to install our operating system. For example, in my computer, I have installed Windows, and that is how I'm able to give instruction to my computer with the help of Windows operating system. That Windows operating system is converting my instruction into binary language and then instructing to the machine. The same thing is happening with this switch. The switch is what? It's a hardware. Above it, it is containing an operating system. Yes, guys. Above my switch or router or firewall, these guys are the hardware. To give them life, to give them their functionality, we need to have our operating system. So the devices that Cisco have built have Cisco operating system that is known as iOS, not the Apple one, but the Cisco's one. Okay, so we will be teaching you how to use the operating system that are inside these switches and router. If you don't believe me, just see here in the lab this free one piece of software, Cisco Packet Tracer, guys. This is the software that is best for everyone that is new in the industry. whether you are expert, whether you are doing in something else and you want to know about network, you want to start learning about the network, guys, this is the place, this is the tool that I recommend to use. Okay, see here, I'll go to the end devices. I do not need to install anything. I have computers here. Okay, then what I'll do, I'll connect a switch in between them. Then the same way I did in the diagram, this is the switch. Then what, I need to connect them, guys. See here, like before you are not aware of me and I'm not aware of you, like we were not aware of each and everyone here. When we are connected, guys, when we are connected in this session, what we are getting, I am sharing a data that is delivered to all of you. What is happening when we are connected in a session, like in the online session right now, what is happening when I am able to deliver the content, I'm able to deliver the data that is with me to you guys. And why? Because all we are in a same network. Just imagine that. Right now we are in a different location, different places, doesn't matter. Just imagine you and me are physically present with each other, face to face. We are forming a single network, but guys, we need to get connected. So you need to connect your devices to the switch. That's how, like this. Little bit buggy. Okay, then after that, this is the journey. See how simple it is. You do not need to do anything. You need to just know the way to learn the things. Okay. Yes, guys. After doing that, when I double click on the switch, this is the image of a switch. This is the front part. This is the back side of the image that Cisco is also presenting. So the learner can also see the visual representation of the switch. You can go and buy a real switch also. You can go and see our other videos that are present on the session, like on our playlist. You can go and search on there, or even you can go on the search. You can simply go and search on the internet, guys. 2025 full of internet. Okay, CLI. This is the place that Cisco want you, me, and everyone to be focusing here, because this is the place from where we can give instruction to my switch, maybe my router. This is the place known as command line interface. Okay, so here you will be learning lots of commands that will you can see me typing. See here, I'm typing few commands that are usually used. See, what I'm doing, I'm not dictating. I'm just telling you will be doing the same thing that I'm typing here. Then just doing multiple more things, guys. Okay. So done. So see, what is the syllabus for you that you need to know? So guys, in CCNA, you will be learning about networking fundamental. What is router? Router is a networking device that is used to connect multiple networks. For example, here I just connect a single. Here I build a single network with the help of switch. You are able to build a single network. Let's suppose there is. If you want to build another network, guys, you do nothing. You are like, for example, this is another network, another organization. Another organization have their own. They have their server, they have their printers in their network. They have their own requirement and they want to connect these devices in a common medium, in a common network. So they will go and buy a switch, whether it is from Cisco, whether it is from any other vendor, Juniper, D-Link, TP-Link. There are multiple vendors. Those are providing the same device, but made by a different vendor. For example, a phone is doing same thing. With the help of a phone, you can connect with another person. You can call anyone else. So, is there's a single company that is making or manufacturing a single phone? No, there are multiple manufacturers. iPhone, OnePlus, nothing, multiple. They have the same functionality, the same work, but the way of doing the same work is little bit different. Apple has a different bit their own operating system to do the same thing. Android has a different operating system to do the same thing. And what we are learning, how to control or how to give instruction using that operating system. So here I have just drawn two different network, guys. Okay, visually representing them. So if you want to connect two different network, there's a device that is known as router, not your Wi-Fi router that is inside your home, but a typical enterprise router that you can see with the diagram of here. If I double click here, guys, this is how our router looks. If I zoom in here in the packet tracer, this is the front side of the router that where my cursor is moving. and the above side where my cursor is right now, guys, this is the back side of the router. Here you can see multiple ports and some big port that are slots that are used when you want like more ports in your router. You can simply add the module. You go and purchase the more port module and just insert that module here in the wick. So let's see here. Like these are the module you need to go and buy from the market. Then you will go and simply place here, insert it, ready to add on the new ports. But for that, you need to turn off your router. Like see, there was the packet tracer was showing us an error that if you need to do install a new port, you want to add new or more port. To do that, you need to turn off the router. See, you will be learning a lot of things about the packet tracer also, guys. First thing, we are not here to just give you theoretical knowledge. Our main focus is to give you practical session, handle your real world queries. You can ask your doubts to the trainer itself. Okay, done. So you will be learning about routers, layer 2 and layer 3 switches. Yes, guys. Here I'll talk about layer 2 and layer 3 switches, not right now. Just remember there are switches. Here the switches that you can see on your screen, that are layer 2. But guys, yes, there are switches that are layer 3. That means those switches are able to do routing also. Guys, here switches are usually layer 2. So here both the switches are layer 2 and the router is usually layer 3 device. Layer 3, the name I'm taking, layer 1, layer 2, that is itself a topic. OSI model, OSI reference model. So in the journey of your CCNA, guys, you will be learning from the like from your starting few weeks. You will be learning about network fundamentals. What are things you will be covering? For example, what are client, what are servers. Okay, you will be covering about duplexes, how you want to share data. There are three: duplex, half duplex, full duplex, and simplex. You will learn about duplex. These are topic. You will learn about types of traffic. That simply means unicast, multicast, and broadcast, guys. I'm just telling you the headings. That doesn't mean that I'm not be able to like tell you, guys. If you want to know more about them, just type the doubt in your comment section. We are here to solve that. Okay. Repeating it once more again. If you want to know more things, just type me on the comment section. I'll dictate about that topic. Done. So let's move further. There are a lot of things that will be covered in the fundamental. Fundamental is what? A B C D of, like, that is ABCD of like alphabets in English. That is the same thing. This is what ABCD of network: client, server, duplex, traffics, OSI reference model. Very important, guys. OSI reference model, and in front of that, you will be also taught what is TCP/IP model. Guys, these are the two important networking model that are used in our computer, like in your computer, in my computers. How we are able to share data with the help of OSI model. If these two things are not there, guys, your computer will be not able to share data, not able, and will also be not able to receive data, guys. So inside these networking model, there are 7 layer. OSI is basically OSI reference model is a 7 layer model, and the TCP/IP model is usually 5 or 4 layer model. Some people say that is 4 layer model, some people say 5 layer model, but we will be focusing on Cisco's point of view. And Cisco said it is a 5 layer model. We will teaching you what are the 5 layer in depth and in practical session. There are multiple tools. With the help of those tools, we will be delivering you. For example, there's a tool that is known as Wireshark. If I go on internet and show you that, I do not need to teach you what is Wireshark. But guys, our focus is to deliver you the real life scenario so that you will be able to handle the queries that are the errors that are happening in the real sessions. So yes, with the help of Wireshark, you will be getting more knowledge. I'm not saying every session will be having a Wireshark thing. No, not like that. But yes, the real industrial standard will be delivered. Okay. So if you want to connect two different network, what you'll do, you will connect one of you will connect See here, things are like this. Let's suppose there are multiple routers. So see, if I want to connect my network, this network that is on the left hand side, to another network, I need to connect one of the port to the router. Okay. So every network will have one router. Every network must have one router, and because of that router, guys, your devices that the devices that are inside your network will be able to send out data to another network, if routers are not there, you will be not able to share data to another network. Guys, remember one thing: switches are used to share data and connect devices in a single network. It is only capable of sending data in a single network, but not to the another network. If you want to do that, so you guys need to definitely go and buy a router and then configure that router so that it can do the working. Because of that, that, that is the reason that you have bought it, guys. Okay. Then there are multiple routers are connected to another router, and the last second router is also connected to the switch. I have just drawn a very basic diagram, guys. Very basic diagram. Here, with the help of routers, I have connected two different networks. So if you want to connect two different networks, there must be multiple routers, or maybe one router also. So guys, I have drawn the topology like this. It is not like you can have only will be having two routers. Maybe you maybe if the network is little bit longer, there can be little bit like there can be multiple routers in the path. They can be. That depends on the architecture of your network. Okay. Then, so yes, you are connecting your devices like this. This is physical connectivity. Basically, just remember one thing. Guys, 80% of the internet, 80% of the internet is connected through wired connectivity. It is connected through wired connectivity. And 20% of the internet is what? Wireless. What is network, guys? Group of devices when connected to each other, they can form a single network, and with the help of that, they will be able to share data. So, according to me, according to you, according to the universal law, what is network? Network is nothing. Network is what? First of all, you need to have connectivity. You guys, remember one thing: if you are connected to internet, but my phone is not connected to internet, you will be not able to send the data to me. Yes, you will be able to send data, but I will be not able to receive the data. So that sender and receiver could be able to send and receive data. Both of them need to be connected to a common network. In our case, that is internet. Okay, so you need to have connectivity, and if there is proper connectivity and the things you have configured in a right manner, guys, the devices that are inside that network will be able to share data. So here the network connectivity can be provided in two manners. One is wired, one is wireless. So guys, the device I told you in the starting of the lecture, access point. Yes, this is the device that is basically used to build wireless network. Yes, access point AP. So basically, there are multiple access point made by the vendors. They're just doing one thing. What? Just building a wireless network. We will be teaching you about access point, how to configure those access point, what are the foundation of wireless network. That will be also delivered in the CCNA. If you don't believe me, don't believe me. Just go and see on the PDF that is made by Cisco. So see here, if I just zoom out in the last of this, see here, see, not here, not here, not here. Where was the wireless? Yeah. Configure and verify WLAN. That is wireless local area network. And it is not only just theoretical part. They have written configured. So we'll be teaching in a graphical and a good manner how to configure, what are the protocols that are running inside wireless network, what is WPA, what is WPA2, what is PSK, pre-shared key, guys, everything. Not a single thing will be left. Okay, so let's just focus on the session, guys. What we'll be learning after learning about the foundation, like the typical things OSM model, the very important thing that will be delivered to you is IP addressing. Yes, guys, IP addressing. So every one of you know about me. I am Sumit. So like while I'm sharing data, I'm also sharing that who is sending that data and to whom I want to send the data. When remember guys, whenever you are sending data, any kind of data, whether it is sound, whether it is text, whether it is your screen, doesn't matter. The data can be anything. When your computer is sending data, your computer is adding additional information above the data. This is the data. Your computer will be adding additional information. Who is sending the IP address of the sender and to whom you want to send the data? Your computer is adding the destination IP address to whom you want to send the data. Without these two information, your computer will be not able to send data. So even if you like, for example, I am connected with the wired connectivity and my computer is not having the right IP address, I will be not able to send data. So these things are important. So yes, there are multiple sessions, like 2 to 3 sessions will be there, where we will be telling each and everything about IP addressing. As you already must be aware of, there are two versions: IP version 4 and IP version 6. Yes, guys, there are two versions. We started from IP version 4, but unfortunately, there are not like enough IP addresses left so that each and new person could get a new IP. So that's why we build a new version, that is IP version 6. So IP version 6 is already implemented. Big enterprise has already started implementing IP version 6. So in the current scenario, guys, we are having both the version running in the network. But definitely in the future perspective, I definitely see the long-term goal. IP version 6 will be widely occupied or implemented in each and every network after a long period of time. But definitely we will be only focusing on one version. But right now we are working with both IP version 4 and IP version 6. So I'll be teaching you what is IP version 4, what are the concepts, how you will be able to find out your IP address, how you will be able to identify the range and number of IP address that you can get in a network. I'll be telling you the secrets to solve those problems just in a few seconds. Not it's a brag, I'm just bragging, not in a few seconds, but in a long term perspective. Okay. Right. So we'll be learning about IP addressing. That's all. Because here, if I have connected the network, your devices should be having a IP address. So there are network IDs. For example, 192.168.0.0/24. Then this is the network ID that is representing the whole network. This IP address is basically representing the whole network. Inside this, with you, a network engineer can just find out the complete range of IP addresses that we can assign inside this network just only by looking at the network ID. Just only by looking at the network ID. Okay. If you send a data to a wrong IP address, that's your fault. But your computer is not doing that thing. Okay. So our main task is to get the same right IP addresses to our computer, and if you have the right IP addresses, then the data will be definitely delivered to the right destination IP address. Okay, if it is right from the your side. Like for example, I am calling to a wrong number. That is my mistake. The number I am typing. My computer is not. My computer is just following my instruction, and whatever instruction I have given to him, it is just following and achieving the goal. So if you send the data to the wrong IP address, your data can be compromised or not might be delivered to the right person. That is bad, and we don't want that. Okay. So in the packet tracer, we'll be teaching you how to assign IP address to these devices in the real scenario. But that is not the real thing, no? But what you can learn, how to assign IP address to yourself, ncpa.cpl in the real computer, guys. That I can teach you. It's a very simple thing. Go on the just see here following my steps. Like you just go and type, open the run prompt here, type ncpa.cpl. That is basically a shortcut that will open the network and connection center. As soon as you type enter, you will be shown a dialog box like this. Here I only have one network interface card, and that is wireless. Okay, so I'll right click on it, go to the property section, I'll go to the Internet Protocol version 4 section, you can see here there are two options: obtain IP address automatically, and the another version is what? Use the following IP addresses. So from here, we manually go and assign IP addresses to our computer. Then the subnet mask, very important, guys. Subnet mask, very important. Without subnet mask, our IP is incomplete. That is what I have learned. Without subnet mask, our IP is incomplete. You will be also, your computer will also ask about the default gateway, and default gateway is no one but your router. See, in a journey, you will be assigning IP address to each and every computer, A, B, C, D, E, every device that is inside the network. And you also need to assign IP address on the interface of router. For example, I told you, router is the device that is used to connect two different networks. And how does my router know that I'm connected to two different networks? But just checking the IP address. So that simply means you will be assigning IP addresses on the interface of the router. Yes, guys, you need to go and assign the IP address on the interface. So just see here, I'm on the CLI command and interface. I'm typing few commands. Just like me, you will be also learning what I'm doing. Okay, I need to go on the right interface. If I see here, we have two interface used. So I have divided my screen on a two manner. So you can see the interface name F0/1/0 is the interface connected to our network. So we'll go to this interface by typing a simple command. Just follow me, guys. Okay. Do not worry if you are like getting, I don't like coding. This is not coding. This is simple commands that we need to type on the router. IP address, then the IP address to the network that is connected over there, one of the IP address. Okay. So not this. Okay. Give me 1 second. Okay. So basically, you need to go on the interface that is gig0/0 according to the real scenario. Assign the IP address like this: 192.168.0.1, and the subnet mask 255.255.255.0. Then no shutdown. Guys, right now I'm the thing will not make sense to you, but remember one thing: I'm just showing you that you will be doing the same thing according to the requirement. You will be given a lab, you will be given a task that the network should not go down. Because remember one thing: if the network goes down, the company will fire you, and that is not a big good thing. Okay, because what is YouTube getting money from? Internet. Because you, me, and everyone is connected to each other, we can share data to anyone just because of the connectivity. If there's no connectivity, no one can get money. No Instagram, no YouTube, no nothing, guys. No entertainment, no learning, no nothing. So that's why important. Network is important. If you want to get into IT, just remember one thing: network, network, network. I'm not saying that 100% a network, but you should be able to understand what is network, what is switch, what is router, how data is moving from one switch to another and another and another, and how we are able to, how the destination is able to understand that data is for me. We will be doing that. So guys, there are multiple more things: network fundamentals, servers. You will be taught about the cabling, whether it is fiber cable, whether it is copper cable. We will be giving you a dedicated session because that is very important. What is single mode fiber? What is multi mode fiber? What is copper cable? What are the problems with copper cable? I hope you guys are like those people that are already in the industry and you want to learn the what are the new content that is added on the CCNA. That is good. So copper cable is just having a problem that if you are connecting two devices using a single cable, copper cable, the devices could not be like the cable should not be more than 100 meter, not more than 100 meter. So that is the problem with copper cable that was overcome by the fiber cable. We will be telling you about fiber optics, what are the things, how data is shared, lot of things, guys. See here, duplex mismatch errors, collisions, everything. TCP and UDP. Wow, this is the thing that how you want to send data. Whether you want reliability, whether you want fastness. So if you want reliability, it doesn't matter how much time it will take to deliver the data. Then use TCP. But if you want, I don't care, I want the data as fast as possible, then the data will be shared as EUDP. Everything has its own pros and cons. See here, IP addressing, subnetting, wonderful topics. Private IP addresses, public IP addresses, lot of things, guys. Nice. Then, as I told you on the last session, like this wireless session is usually done at the end of the CCNA, because you will be taught about networking, switches, routing, switching, DHCP, DNS, AC, a lot of things, guys. And after you are like you have gone through a lot of phrases like that are topics written here, your mind will be open to learn more things. 100%, guys. Wireless, how my phone is able to send data, and how my home network is built, we'll teach you that. We'll definitely teach you that. Okay. Then, as I told you, IP version 6 is a game changer because you need to have IP address. So you will be taught what is unicast. These are just a type of IP version 6 addresses: multicast, unicast, modified UI64. Because of this concept, I am automatically able to assign the host part for the computer that are using IP version 6, and there's a simple command. We'll be teaching you that. Then IP parameters, what are the parameters to assign IP address on the Windows and Mac OS or Linux? Things are same, but Windows, Mac, and Linux, these three all are operating systems. Just there's a little bit different ways to give the instruction. Linux is a different way to give the same instruction. Mac has a different way to give the same instruction, and Windows have a different way to give the same instruction. You just need to know the way. That is the ideology that we will be delivering you. Okay. Then virtualization, cloud, guys. Remember AWS. What is virtualization? What is container? Because of virtualization, we are saving money. Big companies are saving money. We do not need to have multiple servers to build. Like, what is happening? Servers are the device that are giving a specific service. But after virtualization, a same server can provide multiple service with the help and providing security also, guys. So we'll be teaching you what is virtualization. That is a high demanding thing in 2025. Okay. Then, as these are the concept that are MAC address learning, frame flooding. Basically, these are the behavior of switch. How does a switch learn MAC address? How it forwards the data using the MAC address? Basically, these are the topics around that concept. Okay. Then then network access, VLANs, inter VLAN routing. Basically, as we told you, switches are used to create a single network. And how does my switch know that he is used to create a single network? I am telling you, a switch is used to create a single network, and you also understand that, okay, switch is used to create a single network. But how does that particular device understand that I am used to create a single network? Because there is a concept of VLANs. Guys, every port of my switch is a member of VLAN one. That is how my switch is able to understand that all my ports are the member of one single network. But in the later session, I will be teaching you how to create multiple VLANs. And if you create multiple VLANs, that particular switch will be connecting different network. But we will be not able to send data from one network to another. To send data from one network to another, what is the device that you need, guys? Router. Yes, router. Okay. So doing those topic also. Trunk port, very important for your interview perspective. 802.1q native VLAN. Basically, these are used when you connect multiple switches and you are having multiple VLANs in your network. So you need to configure. These are the topics that are widely used, not theoretical, not widely used, implemented in the industry. Okay. These are the CDP, the CDP and LDP. These are neighbor discovery protocol, just used within the network to discover who is the neighbor of my switch, who is the neighbor of my router, just to deliver the information of neighbor, not about the network. Ether channel, very important. Okay, so these were the topic about switching, as I have highlighted. Root port, basically that topic that I have highlighted, guys. These are the topic that are used to avoid loop, that are used to avoid loop. If I tell you about switch, guys, if I tell you about switch, You already know switch is used to create a single local area network, create a LAN. Okay, then so we will be teaching you how switch working mechanism of switch, working of switch. So whenever switch receives the data, it basically learns the MAC address that is above that data. I told you, whenever my computer is sending data to any other device, it is adding additional information. So these devices, switches and router is not reading your data. It is reading the information that is above that data. Sender's MAC address and the destination MAC address. These are the two information that my switch uses. But the router uses another information that is above the same data. That is the source IP address and the destination IP address. So the first thing of my switch, whenever it receives the data to any of its ports, it learns MAC address that is above the data, and whose MAC address? The source MAC address. After learning it, the MAC address, it the main thing is to forward the data towards the destination. That is why you bought the switch. So to forward the data to the destination, my switch uses on the same data it checks destination MAC address information. With the help of destination MAC address, my switch is able to send the data towards the destination. And last but not the least, my switch is used to avoid loop avoidance. So this is a topic. This is here. It is a simple name, but to achieve that, guys, to achieve that, there are concept spanning tree protocol. One of the wonderful protocol that are used in every switch, not in Cisco switch, in every switch, because we do not want loops inside a network. And if there is loop, your network could be congested, maybe dropping the data, or the switches can get like the memory, they can achieve their whole memory, and after that they can go down. So we don't want that. Okay, so there are multiple topics like IP connectivity. These are topics related to routing. What does my router do? So guys, as I told you, whenever you want to send data within the same network, your switch is able to send that. With that, your switch is able to send data within the same network. But when you want to send data to another network, guys, when you want to send data to another network, then you need a device that is known as a router. So guys, router perform routing, and routing is nothing. Routing is just finding the best path, finding the best path to reach the destination. If I have the information about the best path, I could able to go from one position to another. But if I don't have the information about the destination, I could not go towards the destination. Same thing is happening with the routers. If you want to send data from one network to another, then the destination, the IP address that is of the destination, the network ID, my router should be have information about the destination's network. If it is having the information, then only he will be able to send data from one router to another. If another router will receive the data, and then receiving the data, it will check the additional information that is above the data and will send the same data by looking above the information. If he has the route about the destination, then only it will send data to the next router. But if it does not have route towards the destination, my router will be not able to send the data lines. So yes, there are a lot of topic that you need to know. Routing, next hop, basically, basically you just need to know these things. Just a simple topological diagram, routing. So basically, guys, there are two types of routing. One is static routing, one is dynamic routing. One is static, one is dynamic. So in the static journey, we will be focusing on how to manually write the best part on the router's routing table. We'll be doing that. There are two ways to do that. One is using next hop, guys. One is using next hop, and another one is using exit interface. Exit interface. Guys, remember one thing. That is the fundamental of the nature. to achieve anything, you must be have more than one path. So same thing is here. To achieve static routing, we have two configuration. Either you can configure the static routing using next hop, and you can do the same thing using exit interface. But there is a little difference that will be teaching you in the sessions. Okay, and this is the thing that you must be like. This is the thing that interviewers more focus on: dynamic routing. How does router dynamically share routes to each and every other router that is inside the network? So you will be taught about dynamic routing. Dynamic routing is have two types. One is IGP, one is EGP. These are the two categories that is are inside dynamic routing protocol. IGP is basically we use IGPs inside a single autonomous system. What is single autonomous system? So, Matt, you are taking a lot of technical terms, guys. These are terms that you all also must be aware of, because when the interviewer or maybe when the person that is in the networking, he will be also taking these kind of technical words, and you should also be able to understand these technical words. So theory, practical, and technical words, all these matter for yourself, not for the money, but for your own knowledge. Okay. So IGPs basically works inside a single organization's network, a single autonomous system, and they have their two approach. Some protocols follows distance vectors approach, guys. Distance vector basically this is the algorithm, and some protocols follows link state mechanism. These are the two working algorithms that you can find inside IGPs. Okay, so one is distance vector, one is link state. Okay, we will be telling what is the major difference between distance vector, what is link state, how does those protocol that are working inside that are following the distance vector mechanism, and what is the difference between link state mechanism. We will be delivering that. Now let's get the name of the protocol. One is RIP, one is EIGRP, one is OSPF, another one is ISIS. Yes, guys. So basically, these are the protocols that you need to be work with. Okay. So what Cisco want? Cisco doesn't want every protocol. Cisco focus on OSPF. But in our journey, we'll be teaching you RIP and EIGRP also. Because if you are able to learn these protocols, then OSPF is just a concept. These RIP and EIGRP is also doing the same thing, but have a different mechanism. So the knowledge is to know the mechanism. Okay, that is the best thing. If there is a problem, if you know the mechanism, you will be able to decode why things are not happening. But if you don't know the mechanism, then it will take much more time than the normal time to solve a problem. Okay, that is the analogy. So in the routing session, you can see all these topics that are concept of routing. Okay, these are the concept that will be delivered inside your routing. After that, Cisco, these are the IP services like NAT, PAT. When basically the NAT PAT concept is used in IP version 4 networks. If your organization is using IP version 4 net addressing, then definitely when they are connected to the internet, their network must be implemented with NAT. If NAT is not configured, if PAT is not configured, guys, they will be not able to communicate over the network, over the internet. Okay, but they can communicate within their network, but not to the internet. SNMP, network management protocol, guys. We have built the network. Then what? Then why the network engineer will be get paid after just completing the work? Guys, they will pay to monitor the network. If there's a problem, they will be solving that problem. And how does a network engineer find the problem? With the help of management protocols, management tools. So SNMP is a basically network management protocol that helps us to monitor and get the information about the devices, whether they are working, whether there's a error. So there's a concept of SNMP that will be delivered also to you. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Your devices are assigned whenever. Just imagine, I told you, if your device does not have IP address, your device will be not sending data, or even it will also not receive the data. But guys, in today's scenario, do we guys manually assign IP addresses or we are getting IP addresses automatically? Guys, there is nothing automatically. There will be a there will be a person or maybe a process that is running inside a server, and that server is providing IP address automatically to the devices that are inside a single network. Yes, guys, DHCP is used in your home network, in your enterprise, in a cafe, in a movie house, everywhere, because we do not want to manually assign IP addresses to each and everyone. Okay, done. Nice. SSH, Telnet, FTP, guys, these are the IP services. If you want to remotely access another device, you need to learn SSH. We'll be teaching you, not theoretically, but practically. TFTP, FTP. Unfortunately, I can't make you expert of servers, but yes, I can teach you the concept of what kind of different services are there: web servers, TFTP server, email server, SNMP server, syslog server. So we'll be doing that kind of thing. Okay, now after doing lot of things, the end of your CCNA will be into about security. Guys, you after like your 80% of the course is already done. Now you know the fundamental IP addressing, switching, routing, IP services. That is good. Now the company wants you to secure their network also. So you know what is attack, what are the kind of attacks that were used earlier. We'll be teaching you that also. Not doing the attack, but that is theoretical part. But that is interesting, 100% interesting. What is vulnerability, what is mitigation techniques, what is phishing, what is social engineering, all those concepts will be delivered here, because that is a training. Okay, then VPNs. So basically when when like a single organization have multiple branch and they are connecting their multiple branches with a common network, that is internet. So they do not send data over the internet, because internet is not secure, but it is cheap. If you connect their branches directly, that is a they can connect their multiple branches. One is in USA, one is in Australia, one is in India, one is in Russia. They can have their own private network, but that will cost them much more than connecting these branches with the help of internet. But as I told you, internet is not secure. So when these organization is connecting their different branches, they will be using VPN, site to site, or maybe remote access VPN. You will be having dedicated session about the VPN. That is important for you guys and everyone. Okay. Then, and as I told you, automation and programmability. So yes, Cisco is focusing in automation, guys. If you stop learning about automation, guys, your job will be lost, not today, but eventually after 5 years, because they don't want your workload. You're doing the same thing repeatedly every day, to the 7 days in 5 days in a week. Okay, 365 days in a year, you're doing the same thing. You're just not doing anything innovative. When they can hire a bot that will do the same thing without any asking for money, why will company waste their money, guys? So learn about automation. What is JSON format? What is SDN? How these devices are controlled using software-defined networking. That is important. That is widely used in top-notch companies. If you know about automation, if you know about SDN, your pocket is also getting money, guys. Remember one thing: your pocket will also get money. But to do that, you must be have the knowledge. So yes, guys, as you know, that is all about your CCNA. Guys, there are multiple more things that I have not talked about here, but I will request you like go and ask our counselor, share your queries in the comment section. We'll be whether you want labs, whether you have doubts, just connect with us. Why we are here? We are here for you guys. If you're not satisfied, if you're not having the right information, how can we like we all are together. I'm giving my hand to you. I want your hand to with me also. Okay. That's all from my side, guys. I hope you have a good foundation, like what you will be getting, what is CCNA. Last but not the least, just keep on learning, guys. If you are into IT, there is no stop in learning. If you stop in learning, you stop in growing. If you stop in growing, everything will go down, not upwards. It will not be balanced. So be happy, be motivated, and follow us for the more content like this. That's all from my side, guys. Have a great night, and I hope you enjoy the session. If you like the session, please give us a thumb like button up. Okay, thank